There's a secret that the billion-dollar male health industry doesn't want you to know. Why? Because it would cost them. You see, they make a fortune convincing men that fatigue, low libido, and physical decline after 60 are just part of aging. That is the only way forward through expensive prescriptions, injections, or lifelong hormone therapy. But what if I told you they're wrong? What if I told you the key to restoring your energy, sharpening your mind, rebuilding your strength, and regaining your confidence isn't in your medicine cabinet, but in your kitchen, in your pantry? I'm Dr. Laura, and for over 20 years, I've worked closely with older men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, men who came to me believing their best days were behind them. And I've helped them discover something they never expected, that decline isn't their destiny. It's simply the result of misinformation and missing nutrition. Because your body isn't trying to fail you, it's trying to signal you. And that signal is that your energy is running low. Right now, here's what you need to know. Get ready to feel excited again, because I'm about to show you how 3 powerful natural fruits, each easy to find and delicious, can help restore blood flow to the areas you've lost sensation and stamina, gently boost testosterone production without synthetic hormones, and recharge your energy at the cellular level. Hence, you wake up feeling fully alive. No hype, no gimmicks, no pills. This is real medicine, food-based, science-backed, supported by clinical research, and proven by the thousands of men I've walked this journey with. Most men think aging is inevitable, but that's only because no one ever told them the truth. What if you found out that just one red fruit could deliver clean oxygen to your arteries? That one green fruit could help rebalance your hormones and bring your energy back? That one common, inexpensive yellow fruit, often overlooked, could supercharge your mitochondria and restore the mental clarity you thought was gone? This isn't about turning back the clock. It's about waking up what's still alive inside you. So I invite you to stay with me, because what you're about to learn could redefine how you age, how you feel in your body, and how you show up for the people you love. And if you stick with me to the very end, I'll share a bonus tip. This slight morning shift helps these fruits work even better together, boosting your hormones, circulation, and energy all at once. Before we begin, do this for yourself, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell so you never miss an honest conversation about real solutions for real men like you. And in the comments, if this message appears on your homepage, type 1. If it didn't, type 0. And please tell me what you need. I read everything, and I tailor every video based on what you share with me. Now let's move on to the first fruit. It's not exotic, it's not a supplement, but it's been used for thousands of years as a symbol of vitality, strength, and renewal. And modern science now proves that reputation is well-deserved. Let's talk about pomegranate and why it might just be the best-kept secret for restoring circulation and performance after 60. Pomegranate supercharges circulation. Let's start where many problems begin and where healing can begin too. Circulation. Suppose there's one thing I've seen repeatedly in my decades of working with older men. In that case, it's this: when blood flow slows down, everything else starts to follow: your stamina, your clarity, your drive, your confidence, even your intimacy. And for most men over 60, it's not that they've lost desire. It's that their body can't get blood where it needs to go consistently and at the right time. But there's a fruit hiding in plain sight that can change that. It's red, juicy, and rich in history. It's called the pomegranate. Now I want to take you into James's story. He was 72 when he walked into my office, a retired contractor, still sharp, still proud, but something had dimmed. He sat across from me and quietly said, "Doctor, I don't feel like myself anymore. I'm slower, less focused, and in the bedroom. It's hit or miss. Mostly miss." He was embarrassed, but he had nothing to be ashamed of because what James was going through wasn't failure, it was a signal. His arteries were hardening, his nitric oxide levels were dropping, and as a result, his body wasn't delivering oxygen and nutrients the way it used to. This is extremely common in men over 60 and completely reversible. That's when I introduced him to pomegranate. So what makes this fruit so powerful? Pomegranate is packed with polyphenols, especially a group called punicogenins. These are antioxidant compounds that do two incredible things for the male body. They reduce oxidative stress and they protect the inner lining of your arteries called the endothelium from damage. This is critical because damaged blood vessels are at the root of both heart disease and erectile dysfunction. They reduce nitric oxide, the key molecule responsible for relaxing and widening your blood vessels so blood can flow freely. And this isn't just about performance. It affects everything from your mental clarity to circulation in your hands and feet. And here's the exciting part. It doesn't take long to start working. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that men who drank just 6 ounces of pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks improved their erection quality, increased vascular responsiveness, and showed significant improvements in testosterone markers. That's 2 weeks, not 2 years. And no prescription is required. Back to James. We added 6 ounces of pure unsweetened pomegranate juice to his morning routine. That's it. No new medications, no intense regimens. When he came back 3 weeks later, he looked brighter, his face had more color, and his voice sounded more confident. Then he said with a big grin, "I think my wife's looking at me a little differently again." That's not magic, that's blood flow restored by food, not pharmaceuticals. How to use pomegranate for circulation. Here's how to make it work for you. Choose 100% pomegranate juice, not from concentrate, with no added sugar. Look for cold-pressed or freshly pressed options if possible. Drink 4 to 6 ounces in the morning, ideally on an empty stomach or with a light meal. You can also eat half a cup of fresh pomegranate seeds, add them to a salad, or mix them into Greek yogurt. Stay consistent. Your body responds to repetition, not perfection. Now let me be clear, pomegranate isn't a miracle, but it is medicine in the most literal sense. And when used daily, it can help protect your heart reopen, critical capillaries, support prostate health, and restore the confidence in the bedroom that most men think they've lost. But circulation is only part of the picture. To truly feel like yourself again, to wake up with drive mental clarity and that quiet confidence you haven't felt in years, you also need to regenerate your hormones. And no, I'm not talking about hormone replacement therapy. I'm talking about a creamy green fruit that naturally supports testosterone without side effects, needles, or drama. Let's move on to the second fruit, the one I call testosterone's silent ally. Let's talk about avocado. 2. Avocado, the silent testosterone booster. If pomegranate helps your blood flow, avocado enables you to reignite your fire. As you age, it's not just your circulation that slows down your testosterone levels due to. This essential hormone fuels your drive, muscle strength, focus, and sense of identity as a man. And let me be clear, low testosterone isn't just about sex, it's about how you walk into a room, how you make decisions, how you wake up in the morning feeling like you're in your body, not just going through the motions. So let me tell you about Michael. He was 68 when I met him. Lean took care of himself, but he sat across from me and said something that broke my heart. "Doctor, I'm doing everything right, but I just don't feel like a man anymore." He ate clean walk daily and wasn't sick, but he felt flat, unmotivated. Not depressed, but not fully alive either. We ran some tests. His testosterone was low, not dangerously low, but low enough to explain everything he was feeling. So instead of prescribing him a testosterone gel, I gave him something else, half an avocado every morning. Why does avocado naturally help restore testosterone? This soft green fruit is a hormone production powerhouse. Here's why. First, monounsaturated fats. These are raw fats, the building blocks your body uses to produce testosterone. Unlike saturated or trans fats, these healthy fats support hormone production without clogging your arteries. Second, magnesium. This mineral does two things. It helps synthesize testosterone. It helps release bound testosterone so the hormone you already have can start working again. Third, zinc. Low zinc is a direct cause of low testosterone in older men. Avocados are one of the most bioavailable plant-based sources of zinc you can eat. Fourth, vitamin B6. This nutrient helps lower cortisol, the primary stress hormone. And when cortisol is high, testosterone drops. Period. B6 helps create a hormonal environment where testosterone can thrive. In other words, avocado doesn't force testosterone. It creates the conditions for your body to start producing it again naturally. Back to Michael. I asked him to add half a ripe avocado to his breakfast with eggs in a smoothie, or just sliced with a pinch of sea salt. Within a week, he reported deeper sleep and more energy in the morning. By the end of the second week, he said, I caught myself singing in the kitchen again. I haven't done that in years. That's testosterone. Not just the number in a lab test, but the feeling of being alive again. How to use avocado to support your hormones. Eat half an avocado a day, preferably in the morning with some protein. Best pairings include eggs, sourdough toast, smoothies, or grain bowls. Add a little lemon and a touch of olive oil to boost absorption. Don't overload your system with too many fats at once. It can make digestion sluggish. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds rich in zinc and magnesium on your avocado toast or salad. It adds texture and gives testosterone even more support. And let me be very clear, you don't need injections, you don't need patches, and you don't need some hormone clinic promising overnight rejuvenation. What you need is real nutrition. Because when testosterone rises naturally, your metabolism improves, your brain sharpens, your recovery speeds up, and your drive comes back. And yes, your desire, performance, and confidence return too. And the best part is it's safe, sustainable, and already yours. But here's the truth. Even with good circulation and balanced hormones, your body can still feel sluggish if the engine isn't being fueled. That's where our third fruit comes in. A humble yet yellow staple that might be the most underrated energy source in your entire kitchen. Let's talk about the banana and why it's the secret to restoring steady all-day energy after 60. 3. Banana, the energy igniter and artery protector. Now let's talk about something so simple, it's easy to overlook. A fruit so common, you've probably eaten it 1,000 times without realizing what it's really doing for your body. I'm talking about the banana. Most men think of bananas as just a quick snack or a source of potassium to prevent muscle cramps. But what most people don't realize is for men over 60, one banana could mean the difference between gliding through your day or crashing halfway through it. Let me introduce you to Thomas. He was 73 years old, a retired school principal, a proud father of 5, and one of the most dignified men I've ever met in my office. But when he sat down, his shoulders slumped and he said something I've heard far too often, Doctor. I'm not sad, I'm not sick, I'm tired not just in my body, but in my mind. I wake up exhausted, I move slowly, and I don't have that spark I used to. We ruled out major health issues. His tests came back stable. his sleep was decent. But when I asked what he ate in the morning, nothing, maybe some coffee, sometimes a slice of toast. I usually wait until lunch. That was the problem. His body wasn't broken, it was empty. Especially after age 60, your body doesn't wake up on autopilot. It needs fuel, the right kind of fuel, to jumpstart everything from your metabolism to your circulation and mental clarity. And that's where bananas come in. Why is the banana a daily essential after the age of 60? Bananas don't just offer a big burst of natural sugar, they support blood vessel health, nerve function, mood regulation, and mitochondrial energy production. Here's a breakdown of what's inside a single banana that makes it so powerful. First, potassium. One banana provides approximately 400 mg of potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure, relaxes blood vessel walls, enhances nutrient delivery throughout the body, and reduces strain on the heart. Combined with the nitric oxide boost from pomegranate potassium helps keep your arteries open and elastic. Second, vitamin B6. It supports the production of dopamine and serotonin, the brain chemicals that regulate your mood and motivation. It also helps stabilize blood sugar, preventing that dreaded mid-morning crash. Third, magnesium. Essential for muscle relaxation, a steady heart rhythm, and hormonal balance. Most older men are chronically deficient in magnesium. Banana provides a gentle correction. Fourth, tryptophan. A precursor to serotonin that helps regulate stress, sleep, and emotional resilience, all of which influence your performance and intimacy. Back to Thomas. I gave him a straightforward instruction each morning: before your coffee, eat one ripe banana, ideally with a spoonful of peanut butter and a glass of water. Within 4 days, he came back with more color in his face. By the end of 2 weeks, he said to me, "I'm not just waking up, I'm moving. My mornings feel like mine again." That's what happens when the engine gets fueled. How to use bananas for energy and mood. Eat one banana each day, ideally within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. Pair it with a nut butter, peanut, almond, or cashew to add protein and slow sugar release. Drink a glass of water alongside it to support digestion and hydration. Avoid pairing it with heavy starches or sugary cereals that cause an insulin spike. Choose bananas with a few brown spots. These are easier to digest and richer in antioxidants. Bananas are simple, portable, affordable, but more importantly, they're reliable. They give your heart, brain, and hormones exactly what they need to operate at full capacity. And when your energy is steady, everything improves: your posture, your mood, your response to stress, and your ability to be fully present with the people you love. Right now, imagine this. You start your morning with a glass of pomegranate juice to open your arteries, half an avocado to balance your hormones, and a banana with nut butter to activate your inner energy. That's not just breakfast, that's a strategy. Let me show you how these 3 fruits, when combined appropriately, create one of the most powerful men's health habits I've ever taught. The power of combining all 3, a daily habit that rebuilds you. So far, you've been introduced to 3 fruits each with its own powerful benefit: pomegranate for blood flow and prostate support, avocado for hormonal balance and testosterone activation, and banana for energy, mental clarity, and arterial health. Now let's talk about what happens when you stop using these fruits randomly and start using them together. You see, your body doesn't operate in parts, it functions as a system. Circulation impacts hormones. Hormones influence mood. Energy affects everything. And when you support all 3 at once, hormones, blood, and energy, you don't just feel better, you also perform better. You rebuild yourself. Let me tell you about Richard. He was 69, a retired professor, still sharp, still active. But he described his life as gray. "I'm not depressed," he said. It just feels like someone dimmed the lights. He ate okay, slept fine, and tried a few supplements here and there. I introduced him to what I call the Morning Vitality Trio, a daily routine designed to awaken a man's biology naturally and safely. Here's what I asked Richard to do. It took less than 10 minutes each day. Step 1. Pomegranate juice. In the first 30 minutes of the day, drink 4 to 6 ounces of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. Do this on an empty stomach, preferably before coffee. The goal: open your arteries, boost nitric oxide, and support circulation. Step 2. Avocado at breakfast. Eat half an avocado sliced or mashed on toast with eggs or blended into a smoothie. Drizzle with olive oil and sprinkle with sea salt. The goal is to deliver healthy fats, magnesium, and zinc to support testosterone and hormonal balance. Step 3. Banana. Eat it with or after breakfast. Have 1 ripe banana, ideally with a tablespoon of nut butter. The goal: provide potassium, B6, and natural sugars to stabilize your energy and support your mood. Why this works so well: each fruit helps the others perform better. Pomegranate improves circulation, so nutrients from the avocado and banana can actually reach the cells where they're needed. The healthy fats in avocado slow down banana digestion, giving you longer-lasting, more stable energy without the blood sugar crash. Banana's potassium supports blood pressure and artery health and amplifies the nitric oxide effect from pomegranate. This isn't just nutrition, it's coordination, 3 natural tools working together like a symphony. What happened to Richard? After 10 days, he came back to see me. He said he didn't feel gray anymore. His words: "It's like someone turned the volume up on everything. My energy, my clarity, even how I feel about my wife." And all he did was start eating 3 fruits intentionally once a day every morning. That's your action plan. Starting tomorrow, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet. You don't have to wait for the perfect time to get serious about your health. You need this habit every morning. 6. Rolled oats, pomegranate juice, half an avocado, and 1 ripe banana with nut butter. Optional: a 10-minute walk afterward to boost nutrient delivery and nitric oxide flow. This is how you begin to reverse decline naturally with consistency, not complexity. Now that you understand how it works, it's time to wrap this up with one final clear message, a message that ties this whole journey, this habit, into what it truly means for your future, your confidence, and your life after 60. Gentlemen, I want you to take a moment not to think about what's wrong, but to imagine what could be right again. Imagine waking up with real energy. Not just getting through the day, but starting it with fuel in your body, clarity in your mind, and power in your core. Imagine walking taller, not just physically, but emotionally feeling like yourself again, or maybe even better than you did years ago. This isn't wishful thinking. This isn't hype. This is what happens when you stop managing symptoms and start feeding your body what it truly needs. By now you've seen the truth, that pomegranate isn't just a fruit, it's a blood flow optimizer that supports your heart, prostate, and performance. That avocado isn't just a trendy toast topping, it's a silent hormone builder that nourishes your testosterone and balances your stress. And that banana isn't just a snack, it's a mitochondrial spark plug that keeps your energy steady, your mood lifted, and your mind focused. Used alone, each of these can make a difference. But used together daily and intentionally, they can completely transform your biology. And no, this isn't about becoming 25 again. It's about becoming the strongest, most energized version of the man you are right now. Because here's what I've learned after working with thousands of men over 60, aging doesn't break you, giving up does. And the day you stop chasing gimmicks and start fueling your body with intention, that's the day everything begins to change. So here's what I want from you. If this message touched you even just a little, say something. Say it in the comments. I'm ready. Ready to stop waiting. Ready to stop wondering. Prepared to start rebuilding one morning, one meal, one new habit at a time. Drop I'm ready below. Please tell me which fruit you're starting with. And if there's something on your mind, a question about men's health, energy, sleep, performance, connection, please tell me. I read every word, and your comment might inspire the following video.